Hi guys, welcome back to my Bright XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Blue Sky Belle Fran. So she is another free unit, and yes, it's kind of late to review her, but it turns out I kind of like her. Okay, so let's compare her to Adele and Kadotch, and like you can see that Blue Sky Belle Fran stats is quite decent, especially the attack stats. She gets 220% attack boost, which is much better compared to Wolf Adele and Kadotch. Okay, but for True Double Hand, she only gets 200%. That's high, but that means you need to add, let's say, 102 accessories to reach the maximum. Okay, for the survivability, I can say it is kind of ordinary. 60% health, 40% defense and spirit. Not bad, but just ordinary, like I said. And special thing about her is she has increased potency of healing items. So like she can use explosion to all characters. So yes, she can become a backup healer maybe, but I don't think that will be useful. Okay, with this maybe explosion gonna heal you about, not sure, I haven't tried this, okay, but maybe about 5,000. But yes, I don't think it will be that useful. And like you can see, the rest of her abilities, I mean passives, are kind of bad, pretty bland, no fatal damage protection, but it's okay I guess. Let's talk about her abilities. So she can become finisher or chainer. For chaining, she able to use Mirror of Equity and Bolting Strike. So for Mirror of Equity, she can chain with Kadotch, and I must say her rotation is pretty darn simple. So you can easily pair her with any Mirror of Equity or Bolting Strike chainer. Okay, really nice. For Aurel Ray, I don't think it is useful because like other Final Fantasy 12 characters, her Aurel Ray cannot be multicast, only one hit. Another good thing is her flexibility for element. She has 3 elements: fire, ice, and earth. Okay, and yes, she can imperil those elements by 100%. For ice, she can imperil 120%, but she needs to use her LB, which deal, I must say, kinda low damage compared to her normal abilities. Okay, and like you can see, the rotation is pretty simple. You only need to use Mist-Induced Frenzy to increase her attack and damage modifier, and Fiery Arrows and Expose. Fiery Arrows can be replaced with other Elemental Imbue skill, and the damage modifier lasts forever. Wow, that's pretty amazing. But again, because the Elemental Imbue doesn't last forever, you still need to cast this from times to times. Okay, and after that, pick whether you want to become chainer or finisher. If you want to become chainer, simply pick Bolting Strike or a Mirror of Equity skill. Use it 3 times and you can deal 99 times damage per turn, which is not that high, but still very nice because it is constant damage. And actually her finishing ability deals more damage because after you use Archery of Viera and you use Soaring Blast Shot 2 times, you're gonna deal 136 times damage, which is pretty decent. The best part of her finishing skill is the animation is really fast, so you won't have a problem on finishing using this skill even when you cast this 2 times. And like you can see that her limit burst only deal 48 times damage, so yes, very low damage and not useful. Okay, so enough about ability, now let's talk about partner. For partners, she is a true double hand character, so having a character who able to imbue other elements than fire, ice, and earth gonna be really useful. And for example, like you can see, always Luna, Freya, Dr. Aiden for water and dark, and yes, they will be very good. And because she is better to become a finisher, you can bring backup chainer, okay, like this Seekheart and Sacred Shield Charlotte. These 2 are my favorite, but let's say if you use Healing Avatar Lead, you can combine Healing Avatar Lead with Warrior of Dawn Galuf. okay, which is pretty good. And for trial, I won't display it here basically because he is a single target attacker. I don't think he is great to be used on newer trials. But for all trials like Scorn of Gilgamesh and yeah, basically beast and bird enemy, she can deal nice amount of damage. I have tried using her against Gilgamesh, and yes, I can kill Gilgamesh pretty easy using her. Only need 2 turns. So if you use 3 items trick on Gilgamesh, basically it's kind of like one shot Gilgamesh. Okay, I will post the video later. But enough about that things. Now let's talk about equipment. For equipment, you don't need to be confused because what you need to do is to get her STMR and equip it on her. It is pretty decent weapon for her, and sure, she able to give spear, but why do you want to do that? Because I just said that you can get decent weapon from her STMR. So yes, that's it. Simply max her attack and true double hand stats and you are set. Now my conclusion for Blue Sky Belle Fran, I can say that yeah, I have said on the past is not as good as Kadaj and Madame Edel, but it turns out I'm wrong. Okay, she is quite decent, and in terms of DPS is better than those 2 characters. And yes, that's also the reason why her review is kind of late, because I'm just too lazy to take a look on her kits. But wow, I'm kind of regret it. Okay, so yes, good luck if you want to use her, because I must say she is pretty decent attacker. Maybe still lose if you make Plutonic Zidane as a finisher, but still she is pretty decent character. And for her Trust Mastery Word, this is also really important, especially because she is a free character. So her Trust Mastery Word is kind of niche, increase attack magic if you equip bow, but you don't need to worry even if you don't use bow because it grants you beast and bird killer. So yes, it is useful maybe for dark vision for your physical characters. Okay, to get this, very nice. Too bad her STMR is only probably only good for herself, because if I'm not mistaken, she is the best bow user at this point. Okay, she is better than Aang, maybe. Okay, maybe. But the point here is, even if your character use bow, I don't think you need that. You need this that much, because let's say there is Artemis bow. Okay, but yes, this is niche weapon. So yep, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.